Welcome back to another video, and today I'm here with my coach again, John Gardner. He's been in my videos a few times now, but if you haven't heard of him, then go check out his videos, go subscribe to him if you haven't. And today we're going to be running through a few exercises that you can do at home with zero equipment to help you take your kicks to the next level. So I've been getting a lot of comments of people saying, how do I train at home? You know, I don't have the money, or I can't attend a dojo or a gym for any reason. So this is why I wanted to make this video. I can show you what to do if you don't have the equipment or the access to a dojo.
So when Nat came to my dojo about 6 years ago, his kicking ability was not the YouTube kicking sensation that you see today. But we're going to share with you today some of the exercises that we did to bring Nat's kicks from this to this. Okay, so you can accelerate your kicking progress as well in the same way that Nat has done in this 6 year period.
And if you are also interested in following the same path of progression that I had, then we're going to be dropping all of our knowledge on this subject and many other subjects in martial arts on our Patreon, our new Patreon page. So go to the first link in the description of this video and check that out. We are going to be coaching you on an almost personal basis, so you'll get direct access to us and we'll give you all of the tips that we used when I was transforming my kicks as well. Okay, so the first exercise that I'm going to take you through is an exercise to help you with your front kick. Specifically, it's going to help you with your chamber and rechamber of the kick because it prevents any dragging of the foot. So with this exercise, what you're going to do, you're going to start on your knees, you're going to sit on the flat of your foot like that. And then from here, you're going to pop your hips up, deliver a front kick and come straight back to this position. Now what this does is it prevents you from dragging your kick up before you chamber, because if you drag your kick, you're just going to rub your foot along the floor and you're going to get carpet burn or whatever. And it also prevents you from dropping your foot after you've done the kick. It makes you rechamber, because if you kick and then drop your foot, you're just going to kick it you're going to hit your foot on the floor. You've got to make sure that you bring your knees straight up to the chamber, you kick, and then you chamber it back and sit back down. So you're going to come up and you're going to alternate each side. And you want to do maybe 10 to 12 reps, so 5 or 6 on each leg. And this one is great for helping you with your chamber of the front kick.
Okay, the second exercise is going to be similar to that previous one there, except we're going to come from a lunge position. Okay, so I'm going to drop my knee down to the floor. So what we're doing now is we're getting a drive through this front leg. Okay, the front leg's going to drive up, send that front kick and back down again. Okay, so now we're bringing a little bit of sort of strength and conditioning work into the kick as well. So we're going to drive up, keeping his hands up, snap that front kick and come back down. It still has the same effects as the last one because you're making sure you're chambering the kick by not dropping it straight to the floor afterwards. We can also make this more difficult by changing the kicks to side kicks, for example, or roundhouse kicks, whatever you want, yeah? Drive up, send that front kick, drive up, send that side kick. So we can do this again, same as last one, 5, 6 reps on each leg and maybe 2 to 3 sets at a time.
So this next exercise you can do if you have any elevated surface in your house, which I'm sure you do. You can use chairs or your bed or a table of some sort. So this exercise is going to be working your abductor muscles, so the muscles on the outside of your hips, which is good for kicks such as roundhouse mawashigiri or side kick kikomi. And from here you're going to place your leg on top of the surface, preferably in a side kick position. This just helps you practice your positioning on your kicks. And then from here you're going to do some pulses from this position. You're going to straighten your leg, get in that position, then you're going to bring it up and down. Up and down. You want to control the way down. You don't want to just go up and then drop it down because that is not working your muscles correctly. So come here, pulse, and then control it on the way down. Up and down. Now on this one, you want to do reps of 6 to 8 on each leg, and you should feel a burn on the outside of your hips there, which is good. That means you're working the muscles correctly.
Okay, so sticking with the chair or the raised surface, it could be a bed or it could be anything really. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my leg into a chamber position already. Okay, so I'm starting from that chamber and I'm going to be delivering a side kick from here. Okay, so I want to set myself up correctly for that side kick, turn my glutes towards the target, or the imaginary target in this case. Back foot is turned away from the kick, setting up from here and just driving that side kick straight out from that position. This way. Just driving one after the other. What this is doing now is it's getting us to understand the correct position to deliver the kick from, first of all, and also to stop us from kind of swinging the leg up and trying to get the height through just momentum alone. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of locking myself in that position there, leading with my hips and my glutes from this position, keeping my guard. Don't allow the guard to come around here. Obviously, I need to imagine my opponent is in this position right here. Okay, so chamber the kick and extend from there. And again, same as all the other exercises here today, 8 reps, 10 reps, 12 reps each leg is a good start.
Okay, so this next one is another one of the exercises that really helped out when I was improving my kicks as well. And for this one, you only need a wall or something to hold on to, like a bed or a table or anything like that. So from here, all you're gonna do is, and you can work this at your own ability level, whether your flexibility is up there or down there, it doesn't matter, you can do this whatever. So you're gonna make sure, first of all, that your back foot is turned away, so towards the wall or the thing you're holding on to. Back knee is bent slightly. And then you're gonna extend your leg in a side kick position, either at whatever height you're able to, whether it's Jodan or head height, or down there. And then from here, you're going to move your leg, keeping it straight. You don't want to have any bend in this leg. You're going to move it in a circle. So you're pushing your hips through their full range of motion here, and you're working your abductor muscles just like in the previous exercise. Now, it's important that you don't swing it up as well, because then you're not working your abductors correctly. You want to have full control at all times. So you're moving it through that range of motion. And to make it slightly more difficult maybe, you can work it in a figure of 8 pattern. So you can come up and round like that. Can you hear that click? My hips are well bad. And then also, this is something that I used to do. You can practice writing your name. Obviously, my name is pretty short, it's just Nat, so it's pretty easy. But if you've got a name like Bartholomew or something, it's going to be pretty difficult to do that one. But this is something you can aim towards. So maybe for this one, you can point your toes as if you've got a pen, and you can just write your name. Obviously, mine is not going to take that long. Imagine writing Bartholomew with your leg.
So the main thing really that we did to bring Nat's kicks on was actually just to develop his technique, because without good technique, the kicks are never going to be good enough anyway. Obviously, the elements we've spoke about before this, strength, mobility, and all that kind of thing is very important. But without the technique, the kicks are always going to be lacking. So what we can do, and what we did do, is spend a little bit of time. Again, this is just working at home, so you've got limited space here. So I'm going to use kind of 1 mat space, about 1 meter squared, okay? So from here, I can just be working on my kicks, you know, making sure from the previous exercises that the kick is chambering properly and snapping back as it should be. You know, switching here, sending those kicks in, chambering in my right position every time, throwing those kicks in the right ways, you know, slowly going through the techniques so we're not necessarily rushing. Especially these hook kicks and stuff, we've done some work on that, you know, hooking these around, controlling those kicks, hooking, just repetition, one after the other, lots of different kicks, and taking your time, okay? So don't rush through it. Don't mindlessly go through the techniques. Take your time, really think about what is going on with the kick. So we'll bring it back down to like a front kick situation here, but I want to be thinking, what is my hip doing? What's the upper body doing? What is the foot doing? Everything needs to be considered when we're delivering these kicks in our sort of practice at home. So from here, I want to think about, you know, the ball of the foot making contact, snapping that kick back each time. Here, bam, this way. Keeping the hands up in the guard, keeping that front foot planted. We can come back, switch, change, come back, switch, change, this kind of work. As I said, technique is essential. Get your technique correct and your kicks will follow.
Thank you for watching. We gave you a little insight there as to what we've been kind of working on, what we still work on to this day. Again, if you want to get the same sort of method that I used to improve my kicks at a club, then go ahead and check out the Patreon, our Patreon, the first link in this description, and check out John's channel if you haven't already. Go subscribe to him. I will see you in the next video.